Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Beaver coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black. This is episode 4 of Family Affair. I'm about to review the episode, so please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. The more you do like, the more I go through the algorithm. More and more people will start to review my commentary on the road to 7,000 subscribers. And y'all, I also review Tyler Perry's Sisters. I review Tyler Perry's Atima. And just go and check those out, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this episode of Beauty in Black, episode 4. So it says that Olivia plays hardball to protect her sons. Angel comes to Kimmy with a daring proposal. As the lawsuit escalates, Mallerie contemplates her options. All right, so the episode picks up where it left off, where Norman comes in with the shoe, saying, I know one of y'all just did it, so just let me know who it is. And he mainly thinks that it's one of the boys, either Roy or Charles, because for some reason he feels like Mallerie can do no wrong because she married into the family, and he looks at them boys as if they just the scum of the earth. So they had to be the one who's done it, because the shoe was on the private road. So it had to been either one of the two of them. Well, I mean, he is partially right, because Roy did run over the body too after Mallerie, did it first. So they are going, making idle threats, and the young boy Charles, he stands up like, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. He said he'll throw somebody out the window, just a lot of idle threats. I will burn this place down if I find out that one of y'all did it. And they are going back and forth, the brothers. And then they also talk about how Horace took the brother to court, and well, Horace tried to take over the company and give the brother just a little next to nothing when it comes to the company. And Norman had to take Horace to court to get his fair share of what he put into the company. But I mean, he was the chemist, and that's the reason why they in this lawsuit thing right now, is because he mixed up he messed up the product. He messed up the chemicals, and now the people are getting cancer. So they the reason why they even in this lawsuit in the first place. But anyway, Norman like, let me find out either one of y'all had anything to do with my wife, and I'm gonna burn this place down. And Horace like, burn it down then. Shoot, just burn it down. I was like, well, get out. All right. So Norman gets with Jules, and he's like, Jules, aren't you with me? You with me, right? You on my team. Are you with me more than you with them brothers? He was like, yeah, I'm with you. It's me and you against them. I was like, Jules, it is. So you really have to play sides. Oh, okay. And also, it looks like they are giving the assistant and the other security guard, they're giving them more context in this episode as well, because come to find out, Roy was about to get some, some neck head from the assistant lady. And the security, he's upset about it, because apparently that they are dating. Those two are dating. So he upset. And then Jules and the other security guard, they have words back and forth with each other. So I guess Olivia is trying to get her son her son Charles to stay out of his uncle's way. Like, stay out of his way. He's a dangerous man. I know who he is. I know what he's capable of. Just stay out of his way. Don't ride down that road. He was like, Mama, I gotta ride down the road because we all live on the same road. She was like, well, just come stay at my house. And Charles is like, I don't want to stay at your house. Like, I'm good. I'm be all right. I'm just, And she's just like, I'm telling you, like, your uncle is crazy. I done seen him do things. But he just like, so you really that scared of him? Like, really? But Charles don't really pay it no mind. It is what it is. He just want to go ahead and go live his life. All right. So now you have Kimmy. Kimmy got a call from her mama. And why her mama look just as young as her? I said, they look like they could really be sisters. And the mama is still with the boyfriend that was touching on Kimmy. So they still together. And then she got the nerve to ask Kimmy for some money. I'm like, girl, you kicked Kimmy out your house. Why your man ain't got no job? Are y'all on the drugs too? Like, what is really going on? And Kimmy like, well, mama, I wanted to come stay with you, but now you done answered the question that the dude's still in your house. So I guess I gotta be where I'm at. And she just like, oh, okay, well, if you can get some money, give me some. Really? That's all you care about? And then Kimmy tells her mama that she loved her, and the mama didn't even say nothing back. I don't know. That's crazy to me. I guess the dynamics of this relationship. So Angel knocks on the door when she getting off the phone with her mom, and Angel is trying to set up a robbery. There, he wants to rob Horace so him and Kimmy can get out of that lifestyle. And Kimmy is like, boy, you can't do that. Do you know who the people are? Like, we'll end up unalive somewhere. You just can't do that. I just can't have you coming up in here talking crazy like that. I mean, this is what it is. We're gonna have to deal the cards that we dealt. We're gonna have to figure out another way because that ain't the way. And I'm with Kimmy on this one. I'm like, boy, now the man is willing to pay you a whole lot of money. So you need to just get your money that way. I don't know, on the side or something, because you robbing him, you gonna end up being unalive. All right, so Norman is back at the hospital. He's visiting his wife, and Olivia comes in. And, she's trying to play coy. I want to see how she's doing, this, that, and that. And Norman, like, don't you supposed to be at the church? She was like, well, I'm here, whatever, whatever. And so, because she does bring up God and all that stuff. And so Norman is like, God don't hear you. She was like, God hear all of us. And then he said, did God hear you when we was running around here sleeping around with each other? So I guess they was having an affair. And Edith, whatever this girl name is, she found out. And that hurt her heart to the core. It hurt her heart to the core. So I'm just like, so is that why Horace and Olivia are not married anymore, because of the affair? I don't know. But anyway, so Norman's whole thing is, let me find out that it's one of your boys that did this to my wife, then I am going to get them back. He said, I can make one phone call and they can end up unalive somewhere. And Olivia said, I didn't want to do this, but you forced me to it. So she hands him an envelope, and in the envelope, it was some documents, and it was a documentation about like their ex trafficking and how they are trying to get men and women. And they put these big old amounts over their head that they can't pay and pretty much hold them hostage. And that's how they're making all their money, their millions, through ex trafficking. And so he was like, Normally said, I don't care about this. He was like, well, that's what you're gonna have to do, because if you put a hit out on my boys, then I am going to bring this to the surface. So he said he don't care. She said she don't care. So it is what it is. And then Norman said, I'll do anything for the people that I love, for the MFs I love. And Olivia said, I'll do whatever for the I love too. And they cussing each other out. I said, well, that was a good line. All right. So yeah. All right. So Mallerie is out with the lawyer guy, and what it is, because they have this big lawsuit going on, Mallerie is trying to find her ways to keep her share of the money. She's trying to hide assets, or she's trying to come up with some type of game plan for the lawyer, and she just really wants it to be them too. She don't want to include the family, but the lawyer is just like, I'm just not going to sit over here and service you. I am the family's lawyer, and if I have to do anything, it's going to be with the family, not just you. So then Mallerie is like, do you want to sleep with me? And he was like, he never answered the question. He was like, I got to get ready to go. She said, but you didn't answer the question. And do you want to? And she said, because I want to sleep with you. He was just like, well, I need to get ready to go. So he gets up and he tried to leave. She said, don't get up, don't leave. She said, don't embarrass me like that. We got to keep up for appearances, because everything with Mallerie is about appearances, right? So she gets up and she leaves, and she leaves him sitting at the table. And when she gets up and leaves, she tells the assistant to stay and find a ride home. And she tells the other security guard to go with her. So while the security guard is driving her, she tells him to pull over to the side, and then she tells him to get in the back seat. So when they get in the back seat, I mean, we already know what's gonna happen. Mallerie asked the security guard, was she sleeping with the assistant? And he said no right away. And the reason why he's saying no and he's denying everything is because number one, they're not supposed to be doing it. And also number two, the security guard is really pretty much trying to get back, because he was like, oh, so the assistant was about to sleep with Roy or give him some head or whatever she was gonna do. And he just like, I thought we was together, so you gonna do that. But the whole thing with the assistant, she was like, look, they pretty much own us. I can't tell them no. So what you want me to do? So that's why he is like, the security guard, that's why he's just like, you know what? She gonna do what she gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do too. So yeah. And then when Mallerie asked, did they have a thing? He said no. And then Mallerie says that, she's getting older. She's not as young as she used to be. Mind you, dude, she looked like she got her nose done. Because her nose look weird. I don't know if it's the makeup or whatever it is, but her nose look real weird. Like she went and got it pinched on or something. But anyway, she talking about she not as young as she used to be. And she dresses the assistant down. Like she dresses her down so people can give her more attention, because she wants all the attention for herself. Mallerie does. So she try to make the assistant look covered up. But it's not working, because they still got eyes for the assistant. I mean, girl, the more you cover them up, the more they want to know what's up under there. Yeah. So then security guard is just like, okay, so why you got me in this back seat? She like, huh, why you got me in this back seat? So then he says, I know you want me, I want you too. So he ended up going down on her. And while they in the back of the truck jumping up and down on each other, the assistant girl, she is pretty much following them, and she sees them on the side of the road. Now she sees that, they back in the back, jumping up and down on each other. All right, so back at the strip club. Kimmy is at work, she dancing, and she ain't really getting no money. So she over there dancing, but they looking at the books. So Body and the other lady, they over there looking at the books, and they laughing, like how much money do these people owe? And so they understand the game. All the people up in the strip club, they pretty much owe Jules this money. So they looking at the books. They said that Kimmy owes Jules like $200,000. And then they look up Rain. Rain owes $400,000. And then Body is like, why in the world they owe so much money? Like, God dog, what did they do? And then the little lady, she was just like, it's inflation. It's inflation. Cause Body only owed $80,000. But yeah, they tell me they're gonna be here for the rest of their life. And that's the game plan for them to be here stripping under them people thumb for the rest of their life. Okay, so while they're there, then old man daddy, he come in, Norman, and Horace, he comes in and he wants to see Kimmy. So Kimmy in there, she got a whole attitude. Like she not talking like she used to talk. She talking like angry black woman. Like she just mad, smoking her cigarette and everything. She's like, I know you ain't coming in here to see me. Like, you want to go see Angel? I mean, I ain't got nothing for you. You got me back here, I ain't got nothing for you. And so this to me, this part of the conversation was dumb, because she said, I know who you are, I know what you do, that's all the pictures. He was like, yeah, I told you already. So I was like, this conversation was really going nowhere for me. I thought this scene could have been a lot shorter, because the main thing is it's like they was trying to build it up for when he get ready to look out, he see his son out there, which he did. And so he see his son out there, and he tells Kimmy, go out there and tell Angel to stop talking to him, because he's trying to hide or whatever. And so Kimmy goes out there, tell Angel, quit talking to him, dude up in there. And Angel said, okay, well, tell him I want to see him tonight. And Kimmy like, you not finna rob this old man. It ain't gonna end well. He was like, okay, well, just tell him I want to see him tonight. So he goes into the room, and she tells old man daddy, like, yeah, he want to see you tonight. And so dude was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just meet at your house. So that's the plan. Could you get out?
I have to tell you something.
Can you tell me after this? Please.
It's about your daddy, but
all right, intermission. Sorry, y'all. I gotta get back. All right, so they end up setting it up. Okay, so now they back at the house. Now before Jules get there, they just like they over there talking old man daddy and Kimmy. So Kimmy's still mad and old man, they like, what is wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? And she was like, didn't they tell you don't ask questions? Like, I ain't supposed to be asking questions. You should ask. I'm like, can you just tell him what's going on? Because it seems like he really doesn't have anything to do with the nightclub. It seems like all of that is a part of his brother and Jules. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like he don't even know what's going on. He just know they got this nightclub, but he don't really know the ins and outs of it because that's more of, you know, Norman's thing. So she thinking that he a part of it, talking about you the owner, you running all this stuff, but I don't think he own this. I don't think. But anyway, Angel, he comes up and he telling Kimmy to go. Kimmy like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna stay here. He told, well, give me, he look over there at old man daddy. Old man daddy said, well, just give us an hour. Just give us an hour. So she end up leaving. They go in there to the room. Did I get a picture of that? Yeah, they go in there to the room and they talk a little bit. He said, Angel said he need $1,000. And the dude said, how you know I got that much money? Did she tell you? No, she didn't tell you, which she did tell him who he was, but he played it off real good. He was like, well, I got that watch appraised. It was for $1.2 million. So he said, I know you got the money. And yeah, then he started taking off his clothes and dancing for him, child. I had to I tried to fast forward a little bit because that'd be too much for my eyes. Yeah, I tried to fast forward a little bit because that'd be too much for my eyes. Anyway, so after that, Mallerie ends up getting to the house, and when they get to the house, assistant, she's there, she's waiting for them, right? And so Mallory's whole thing is like, why you out here? Like, what you looking for? Why are you out here? So pretty much the assistant was out there waiting on the security guard and Mallory to pull up so she can pretty much let him know that I know that you sleeping with her. So Mallory goes into the house and the security guard is just like, what? And she said, so this is what you doing? Like you sleeping with her? He was like, well, you sleeping with Roy. Okay, well, whatever. So apparently they live upstairs in the garage, like up in the upstairs garage. So that's where they both live, which is crazy. Like they can't go home. Like they on site security, I guess. But anyway, so the assistant is waiting for the security guard to come up so they can talk. And I mean, it's pretty much the same exchange. Like, how you gonna do this to me? He was like, well, you doing it too. And then the girl started crying. I'm like, girl, what you crying for? How you mad at him and you doing the same thing? I just thought this was stupid. I just really thought this whole conversation was stupid. To me, it was not needed. And I really didn't care for it because they over here doing the same thing and they know they under the same type of situation. So why is we mad at who? And she crying, talking about she gonna tell. Well, if she gonna tell, he can tell too. Like everybody can tell. I mean, that was stupid. I just thought that was stupid. All right, so while the old man, daddy, and Angel, while they in the room getting it in, or whatever they doing in that room, Kimmy comes to the hospital and she's going to the hospital to check on her friend. And when she get there, she see an empty bed, and she's like, "Oh my god, like what's going on?" And the lady next to her that said that Rain is dead, like she died. And I was like, dang, that's messed up. I really actually wanted her to recover and get herself together so they can kick some butt. But I guess this what's gonna happen now is now that her best friend dead, she really ain't got nobody. So she really gonna have to really be out here on her grind. She gonna have to flip some stuff because Rain did say that Kimmy can be a ruthless, woman. So apparently she got some good in her somewhere that's gonna make her an evil, vigilante type, woman. So we'll see. We'll see. I think this episode was okay. Some of the verbiage was cool. Some of it was not needed. I was like, really, this is a waste of film. They could have did a lot of stuff with a lot of these scenes. A lot of these scenes weren't really needed. Pretty much, it really wasn't. Because it started out really good and really strong, then it just started getting weak and watered down, and then it was a shocker that the girl died. I mean, we kind of knew she wasn't gonna make it, but still. But anyway, y'all, this is Sheila B. Like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you thought about this episode. Y'all have a great day. Bye.